Do 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 do. Oh, hello. I was just practicing my my I Dream of Jeannie look. How am I pulling it off? Oh, I can see not very well. Well, that's okay because I am no Barbara Eden, but I am Lisa, and this is Veg with Lisa Live. Thank you for joining me. I am indeed Lisa. This is undoubtedly unscripted, unedited, and live. And today we are going to make some amazing, hi Rob, some amazing cookies. Yes, this is part 2 of milk and cookies. We made homemade almond. We milked some almonds last week and we talked about non-dairy milks. And then today we're going to make the cookies to go along with them. Oh, but I forgot one thing. I'm back. That's where Jeannie, hi Susan, that's where I Dream of Jeannie would have come in really handy. She could have blinked her eyes. Okay, there is so much fantastic stuff in today's show that I really want to get started with you. We're going to make plant-based peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Who doesn't love peanut butter chocolate chip cookies? Let me rephrase that. Who does love peanut butter chocolate chip cookies? Me! Now, last time we started talking about 2 really important things, and 1 is reading your labels, and 2 is eating and doing more of the things that you love. And so we're going to continue that theme with this show. First of all, if you buy packaged cookies like Oreos, they are vegan, by the way, you got to read the labels, right? I was going to buy a box or whatever they come in, a bag of Oreos, but I just decided it was not worth it because I would eat them. Read the labels. You don't want to know what is in those cookies. You don't. If you do know, you won't want to put them in your body, and you certainly won't want to put them in your kids' bodies. The other thing we want to do is eat more and do more of the things we love. Nobody likes to be told what to do. Nobody especially likes to be told what not to do. Don't eat this, don't eat that. So if you love cookies, you want to eat cookies, right? We want to eat the best possible cookies we can eat for our body, especially if we're feeding them to our kids. Okay, let's get started. Today, peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. This recipe is completely plant-based. Here we go. I've got this really cool old school hand mixer that actually my friend Heather gave me when we were living together. We were single and roommates, and she, I think, was between her first and second marriage, and I think I was between my second and third engagements, but who's counting? Okay. I got my peanut butter. Oh, you know what? Let me just turn you down here so you can see. You don't need to look at me. Anyway, you can listen. Sorry, the lighting is a little bit weird today. There we go. Let's try that. That might be helpful. No, that made it worse. I've got peanut butter in here. So let's talk about reading labels. Peanut butter is one of the most tricky and most often naughty things when it comes to what they put in the peanut butter, and which is really a shame because especially if you have kids and you feed your kids peanut butter, you make peanut butter sandwiches. This peanut butter has in it 2 ingredients: peanuts and sea salt. That is all your peanut butter should have in. No hydrogenated oil, no peanut oil, no sugar. Tons and tons of peanut butter brands, almond butters, all nut butters have a bunch of added crap that you don't want in. 1 or 2 ingredients. Hey, Ellie is in the house. 1 or 2 ingredients max in your peanut butter. Okay, I've got my peanut butter in my bowl. I'm going to use some neutral oil. You could use, this is avocado oil. You could use grapeseed oil. You could use any mild flavored oil. The recipe actually called for vegan butter, but let's talk about labels. Everybody does, Ellie, everybody does. Ellie. This particular vegan butter, and I'm not picking on Earth Balance, and I am in no way affiliated with them, but it's just one that I happen to have because they make sticks, which is easy if you do want them for baking. Here's the ingredients. Palm oil, unless it's sustainably harvested. Canola oil, unless it's organic, and soybean oil, oh, it definitely has to be organic. Flax oil, olive oil, okay, yeah, Water, salt, blah, blah, blah. How much sodium is in this? Oh, I can't see. 120 milligrams per tablespoon. You know what? Why not just use the real ingredient? That's why I just used avocado oil for these cookies. Yeah, okay. So I've got these two things in there. I'm gonna blend them with my old school mixer. Sorry, you might want to plug your ears. And then I'm going to add a couple of different kinds of sugar. Yes, a couple of different kinds of sugar. Sugar belongs in your cookies. As we talked about last week, sugar does not belong in your almond milk or in your almond milk latte, right? So this particular recipe calls for regular sugar. I use cane sugar. There's a bazillion different names for sugar. Cane sugar is actually made from sugar cane. It's a little less processed. Maybe you can see it's got a little bit of color to it. Is it really any better for us than regular old white sugar, which is made from beets? I don't know. It's less processed, so it makes me feel better to buy it. So in it goes. The second kind of sugar, can you see this? This is sucanat. You can also use brown sugar. Again, know what you're putting in your food. I couldn't remember, so I got the label out here. Sucanat is simply organic, well, this is organic, dehydrated cane juice. So again, more with the cane juice. Do you know what brown sugar is? Brown sugar is simply sugar that's had molasses added to it. Yeah, there's so much cool marketing stuff. So is it better for us? Well, it's got the minerals from the molasses, but otherwise, sugar is sugar is sugar is sugar. So in that goes. One of the things I love about this recipe is I get to get all of my toys out. Yes. Okay. Second ingredient, flags. If you do not know what flags are, you need to. They are a flaxseed egg substitute that are so perfect for all kinds of baking. I mean, you wouldn't want to make an omelet out of these, but you can use them in cookies, in muffins, in banana bread, in pancakes. Flax seeds are great for us, right? So why not use these? No cholesterol, no saturated fat, just good stuff, yeah? So in the cookie bowl go the flags. I just love saying that. And if you don't know about flags, I can tell you how to make them. Oh, sorry, this is kind of loud today. Okay, what have we got? Vanilla. Oh, God, things are getting crazy in here. Always use pure vanilla. Pure vanilla extract. You do not want some fake stuff because nobody wants fake stuff in their cookies. Okay. Oh my God. I'm getting tired. What next? I've got some, hi Ellen. I've got some baking powder, baking soda, and sea salt. Make sure if you're one of those Christmas and Easter bakers, make sure you check the expiration dates on your baking soda and your baking powder. Baking is a chemistry experiment. It is not, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. My friend Karen, who's Italian and only makes cookies at Christmas, couldn't figure out 1 year why her cookies were completely flat. Well, her baking, I forget which one is responsible for the fluffy rising, was like 2 years old. Duh. Okay, throw that in. Yes, Ellie, flags. And you know what it stands for? Ellie asked, this is a great question. We're going to take a pause. Flags stands for flax seed eggs. I make them. If you want to know how, I'll send you the ingredients or the recipe or shoot me a message. It's super easy. Okay, what next? Okay. Almond meal. I'm going to show you something really cool in a second. Hi, Dennis. Dennis, get well soon. I hope you get well soon, Dennis. This is almond meal or ground almonds. I'll tell you something about that in a second. Dennis, I'm glad you joined us today because you're not going to get these cookies in the hospital. Okay, what else? What else? Okay, this is super cool, and this is my other kitchen power tool. Yeah? So, what I've got here is oats that I've ground in my Cuisinart. So basically this recipe is flourless. It's got ground almonds that you can do this, and that's what I almost forgot to tell you. You can do the same thing to make your almond meal. You can take almonds, toss them in your Cuisinart, whir them, and you get almond meal, right? Oats equals oatmeal or oat flour. The finer you grind it, the finer it is. Of course you can buy, like I bought the almond meal just because I didn't want to overwhelm you and make you think you have to do all this yourself, because you don't. But you can, especially if you have limited budgets and you want to eat healthy, right? Some of these products are really expensive. Oats ain't expensive. Hi, Emily. Emily, you're late. Okay, here we go. Cover your ears. Oh my God, okay. Next, I promised peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Here's the chocolate chips. Now, if you are serious about being plant-based, Rob's 100% plant-based, so I don't want to cook unvegan chocolate chip cookies. Emily was born late, so I bought plant-based chocolate chips. You can. These are also dark chocolate chips, which we'll talk about in February when we do chocolate, but dark chocolate is a healthier version of regular old chocolate. Hi, Mary. In they go. Okay, because I don't want to make you sit through all of that, I've already got some dough here, and I've got my cookie sheet. Yep. Gosh, I wish it wasn't so dark in here. It's kind of dreary in Kansas City today. Let me show you now how easy this is. You take your dough, it's all mixed up. And by the way, I mean, I always ate the raw dough anyway, even when I had eggs in it, because really, who do you know in the US today that gets sick from salmonella? Probably nobody. But guess what? This doesn't have anything in it that can make you sick raw. Another reason to eat plant-based cookies. Yep. Make these little balls. Yes, I washed my hands. Make these little balls. Okay, I won't bore you through all this. Where's my fork? Here it is. Then you know how the peanut butter cookies get smushed down. Yeah, but of course you're gonna make a whole pan. This is so silly, but I don't want to keep you. Besides, I want to eat these. Yeah, sometimes the chocolate chips run away. So here is what I have done. Ta-da! Aren't those beautiful? Hi, Leslie. Okay, here is something really cool. You pick these straight, or you bring these straight out of the oven, and you sprinkle them with thick flaked sea salt. Isn't that cool? Yeah. And when the cookies are hot and you sprinkle them with that salt, it kind of sticks to them. Now I have something really curious that I've never tried, but my friend Dodie told me about this. She saw a recipe where they sprinkled the cookies with paprika, smoked paprika. Doesn't that sound good? So I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. In fact, I'm gonna try it right now. Here we go. The paprika kind of gets in your nose. Fantastic. So good. This recipe is based on, they are delicious, Susan. This recipe is based on one from a blog called Oh She Glows. Angela, her recipes are all great. I've got her cookbooks. If you want access to the recipe, let me know. I'll shoot it over to you. If you want to know how to make flags, let me know, because you're really missing out. It's such a super cool way to do it. What else? Read your labels. Eat more cookies, right? And watch more Veg with Lisa. I'll be here next week, every Thursday at noon. Thank you for joining.